it's so hard to just kind of talk off the dome, especially to yourself, and if you don't have any points of reference. Because in my past videos, I've always had a little note to myself of like a topic to kind of talk about. It's usually motivational wise, which I find it pretty easy to, like, once I have a topic, I can just kind of go off into it, you know? I feel like that's how most people are too. You don't really need a script, especially if it's something that you enjoy talking about or actually like talking about, because it's not like you're just coming up with something random on the spot. That's what I was just trying to do, but it's freaking impossible. Because, I don't know, I feel like I'm talking to a freaking, it's like a public speaking thing. That's why I suck at public speaking too. Because I feel like when I'm talking about whatever it is, even if people are interested, I just feel like they're not interested because most of the time I'm not interested in like a presentation, or it's usually for school. So, I mean, obviously I'm not going to be very, not obviously, but like those high school presentations or even some college ones I've given, they are, they're not very easy to kind of keep my string of thoughts together, because it's just not really something I'm super, like, the topic wouldn't be something I'm super into. I don't know if that makes any sense, but hopefully that's relatable to at least one person, because it really is hard to just come up with stuff off the dome. People have, like, motivational speakers, or just speakers in general, it does help to have, like, topics rather than a certain speech that you have prepared, because it's not like you have to stick to a script, you know? That's kind of the thing that I not scared about, obviously, but it makes it more, it like puts more pressure on you for trying to remember something rather than just, oh my gosh, than just kind of going off the dome. This person is gonna hit me. Excuse me. Alright, yeah, that was a bad parking spot. Or not bad spot, but bad job. But I just pulled up, about to thrash some freaking chesticles. Got 80s for 6 or 7. Yes, or last chest day. So I guess we'll try to throw those up again today. Not I guess, we will be, because chest is pretty primed. So that's what I'm talking about. So, and we'll see Nate here too. We just left at the same time. I think he's got back today. But anyway, I will catch you in the gym. Yo, just got done with the motherfucking workout. And, we are going home satisfied. Because the chest is quite pulverized. And, I got some shit to do, so. But I was not very urgent to get out of here because I just sat in my car for probably 30 minutes scrolling reels. As one does. But started off with the old incline dumbbell. 80s for 8 or 9. Not too shabby, not too shabby. Making progress. So that's fire. They actually like went up initially really well. I think it was because I had it on the lower incline as well. So it's just not as fucking much on my delts rather than my actual chest throwing it up. Oh, let's see if we can make it. Oh gosh. Whoopsies. Just ran a red. Hopefully there's not a cop behind me. That would suck. But anyway, what to be grateful for today? A good freaking workout, that's for sure. A good freaking meal right before as well to fuel thy workout, which fuels thy pump, which results in some muscle building, which is the whole point. What else is there, or what is there really to complain about, you know? Oh, shoot. Some little kids freaking hopping out in the road. Whoa! That's a nice ass whip. It's like a C8 or something. Or maybe a Lambo? No, it says a Zio something. It looks like a freaking badass car though. But, like I was saying, I need to really work on not having a prompt and still being able to kind of talk, because I feel like that's how the best storytellers are made. They're just able to kind of go off the dome and just kind of pick things out of the air and start rambling on about. But I always have to really like think about what I want to talk about rather than just talking about what I think. But usually when I start just talking about what I think, it just turns into like a couple sentences and then I'm like stuck. But not too many people at the gym today because Sundays they don't open till 12 and I was there right at 12, so only the real brothers pulling up at 12 on the dot. Is they cannot wait to get that work. As do I. I look, you want to go for a freaking run today. I was thinking about going yesterday after leg day because I knew I would be super sore today, like I am. But I just did about 15 minutes on the treadmill and legs are feeling good. Not like they're not freaking GG'd or anything, which is good. Or they are, but not my quads or calves, just the glutes. But I don't know, we'll see. Maybe like a 1 or 2 miler. Nothing excessive. Because oh my gosh, the only reason I'm really training these like hips is because of my running, is I want to get back into it. Because it's so freaking fulfilling, man. Like, even, I know freaking bodybuilding is fulfilling and fun, but there's just something about being able to push yourself and just keep moving in running that you don't get in bodybuilding. At least the way I train. I could train like I used to, just excessive sets, like just going till failure every single freaking set. I mean, I do that, but I build up to a top set to do that. So it's not like I'm just going crazy style on like 20 sets per fucking workout. But I just miss the grind of running, because that was so hard to build up my running economy to where I could actually do easy runs. And that's where you can actually run with like having a conversation at your like good pace. It was only like a 10:30, 10:40 pace that I was able to, or eventually it got down to like 10:20, where it was just my heart rate was staying in the 140s, which was pretty freaking awesome because it just felt so easy, like it should be. But yeah, it's just I'm just so, I don't, not to sound egotistical or anything, but I'm pretty proud of myself for all the freaking hours I put in running. And that's why I want to get back into it, because I know that I can do that again and go even farther than I did. But I didn't. I just went into it not realizing that I was gonna go that hard, like eventually build up to a marathon like I did. So I didn't really do any of the accessory work like I'm doing now with all the hip stability and Bulgarian split squats and single leg glute bridges and all that, because that is really the key to longevity. But I wasn't really thinking about that because I just kind of liked running and going for distances and stuff, like most people do, because most people aren't really trying to get into it super heavily. But I really do want to make a good comeback to it. But I want to do it properly, because if I just push into it too early, it's going to kind of end up like it did last time, where it messes up my pelvic tilt. That's what I think messed me up, because my pelvis was like slightly tilted in one direction, and that would fuck up my knees, the outside, like I was saying. So it just got to a point where I would have such bad knee pain after a few miles, and that's what would happen before the freaking marathon. Like, I don't even know how I was able to get through that whole 26 miles, but I freaking believed in myself. I believed that I could do it, and I believed that there was nothing that could stop me from doing so. So I was able to freaking do it. Like, I was freaking scared though. Like, I'll tell you what, I was really scared actually, because I had only ran 13 miles before that. So I had no idea how my body would react, especially my knees. I feel like they could have blown out at any point. But luckily, they freaking didn't. Just a few blood blisters on the bottom of the feet, but that's typical. But yeah, now that I know that I have that kind of capability, there's no reason why I can't get back into it and go even stronger and go even farther. So, because eventually my end goal is to do a 100 miler. Like, I really do believe that I got the willpower and drive to get there. So, with that said, good freaking workout, and I will catch you tomorrow for maybe some arms, maybe some quad calf action. Who knows? We'll just have to see what's not sore and what's feeling good. So, anyway, peace.